My name is Joanna. I'm studying at Queen's University in the social sciences. I think the biggest thing for me in terms of like joining the program, I remember they came to me in a class talk, so I wasn't a referral or anything like that. And for me, what really struck me in terms of like their pitch when they came is like, anyone who's looking for a challenge this summer, sign up. And I know for me, it was like, I felt like I had cruised my way through life. Like I wasn't really doing things that I felt like were challenging. Like school wasn't like that hard for me. Felt like I was doing the same thing like over and over again, super repetitive, and I didn't really feel like I had like space to just challenge myself and do something super hard. So that's why I decided to take on the challenge here. I think the biggest thing for me in terms of running the business is I never realized how important your team is to you. And I had definitely always been someone who was like, relied on myself to do things. My parents taught me to be super independent and just like rely on myself. And I think the biggest key to just scaling my business from my rookie year and doubling it to my vet year was just focusing on so much more on team culture and how important it is to just value your team. A moment I realized that I was running a real business. I think I realized really funny at the end of my first season, like at the end of my first year, I think the rest of the season was just like running, like go, 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 go. And it wasn't until like I had the time, like when I actually figured out that I had made Mexico and I was sitting in my car and like driving to my next quote, which, again, felt smaller now that I had made it. And I just like started to cry. I was like, wow, like what a journey it's been. So much that I've learned, so rewarding. And it was just that emotional moment when I was like, finally had the time just like, and like that was it for me. The hardest lesson that I learned was that respect doesn't come from power. It comes from vulnerability. And I think people really like to just like get to know you as a person. And that's why people care about your business and care about you. And if you don't have that vulnerability with your team, just being open and honest with what you're struggling with, you will lose a lot of respect and a lot of trust, and you won't ever be able to make relationships that actually matter. I think that if a first-year student was on the fence, what I would tell them is, you're young. This is the time to take risks if you're ever going to take risks. And at the end of the day, you know yourself best. And if you're willing to put in the inputs to make this work, there's no reason why the results shouldn't come.